carnally minded and sin conscious people walking in the flesh, they are delivered. We're delivered from the devil. We're delivered from him. We've already been delivered from him. Problem is we don't walk free. Like the children of Israel who were delivered from Egypt but spent 40 years in the wilderness, and all they spent their 40 years doing is being dependent on God. God do this, God do that, God do this, God do that. God give me this, God give me that. God make them go away, God make this happen. Many times we can hear ourselves. That's the way we live our Christian life. Dependent. And I'm not saying you're independent of God. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you become responsible for who you are and what you have in Christ, you live a different life. So baby Christians live dependent all the time. Mature Christians have a sense and an air of responsibility of what they've now been given in Christ to do something with it. Baby Christians, they just live by excuses. It's always an excuse. The devil made me do it. He didn't. And so on and so forth. Or I'm just weak. You know, it's just the way I am. It's not the way you are. You might have been like that in Adam, where you had no ability to reign over sin because it was working in you and you didn't have the victory over that, or the power to say no. But you have now in Christ. So now you become accountable as a believer, not making excuses. And you can tell where you are in the grand scheme of things. If you're making excuses, you're still a child. If you say, God, I did it, I'm wrong, I need to fix this, I'm going to put it right, then you're maturing for sure. And you become, as a baby Christian, denominationally religious. You're more concerned about where you camp than the fact that you're an ambassador of a kingdom. So who are you? Well, I'm a Pentecostal, I'm a Baptist. I thought you were a citizen of a kingdom. Well, yeah, I am. Yeah, but see, you're not citizen-minded, you're not kingdom-minded, you're denominationally minded. And you'll defend that tooth and nail. It's amazing. And then, of course, you're spiritually passive. Most of your spiritual passivity as a baby Christian is down to social work. I'm loving everybody. That's a great excuse. And I'm not saying we shouldn't love everybody and do work, but the reality of it is spiritual activity is you working on you and bringing out the Christ likeness and the Christ wisdom and the Christ attitude that is in you in Christ. That's being spiritual. Not handing out blankets, and thank God for those who do. But if you're going to be accountable to your spirituality, then you need to grow up and start working this stuff out of you and being spiritual. Make right judgments and exercise better discernment of life and so on and so forth. These people, the babies, have natural focus. Grown-up people always have spiritual focus. Babies are undisciplined. Mature people are just disciples. They got to get the word and they got to apply the word to their life. Immature are influenced, and the mature are influencers. And then we talked about the immature sons. They're sons, but they're immature. So I'm a son of God. Yeah, but you're an immature son of God. Well, I'm a son of God, but I'm a mature son of God. There's a difference. And then there's those who are led by their five senses predominantly, and then these other ones are being led by their spirit. Okay?